Hey, what's up everyone? So I thought I'd put together a video on how to clean your suppressor with just simple bathroom CLR. This is a pretty good video for anyone that has a completely closed suppressor like this one. This is the Surefire SOCOM 762, but you can't really take it apart and clean the baffles or anything, but I've got a way around that, so stay tuned. So basically, as crazy as it sounds, we're going to use CLR, calcium lime rust like bathroom cleaner, to actually clean the inside of the baffles. So this really doesn't need to be done all that often, but if you do get into a situation where you're getting a lot of carbon buildup there and you kind of feel it might need to be cleaned up, this is one way to do this. One thing I was going to say too, and hopefully I can pick that up on the camera, but depending on how much carbon, how heavy it's built up, you might have to pre-scrape it a little bit. I go in there just with, just kind of a metal sharp scraper to kind of pull some of that carbon away. Or you might have to do this process twice. It can take either 24 hours or 48 hours, depending on basically one or two passes. So step one is you want to find something to plug the end of it with. These are just like basically spacers for a holster, right? Whatever works, you can use an earplug or whatever. And it's all you want to do is plug the end of the suppressor just like that. Once you got that thing plugged up, you want to take the CLR and just start filling it up. I go a little bit and then kind of wash it around and get it so you can get all the air bubbles out of the baffles. We'll fill it up a little bit more, kind of roll it around, look on the bottom, make sure there's no leaks going on. Fill it up a little bit more. You can kind of hear the bubbles and stuff rolling around in there a little bit. Let me get a shot in there. So you can see I have it just about filled to the top. And this will not hurt the material on the inside of the presser, the outside of the presser, nothing. And so yeah, as you can see, you kind of fill it up there and you see all these like air bubbles and stuff coming up. It's in there basically already starting to work. But the trick with this basically is to let it sit then now for 24 hours. So I've had this stuff in here for about 5 or 10 minutes, and you can, see it's already starting to go to work on that, having basically a chemical reaction with the copper, the lead, the brass, and everything that's been baked into there, pulling that away from the surface of the metal, the actual metal on there. And, after we do this, after it soaks for, 24 hours, we're going to blast it out with a garden hose, high pressure. Hopefully you got something like that. And that's going to help wash away any of that remaining stuff. So the only thing that'll be left over after this is the really baked on stuff, the stuff that we'll have to maybe go back and scrape. And again, you don't have to do this all the time or anything like that. I thought this was really a good opportunity to do this quick video because I've tried this on my 5.56 can and it works really well. I was pleased to see that thing got so clean. And I thought I'd quick do a video on this, even though this is not that dirty, but dirty enough to actually, do a video on. So we'll check back here in 24 hours. Okay, so I let the suppressor sit for about 30 hours. I didn't get a chance to clean it out last night, kind of ran into other things to do, but yeah, initially after I dumped it out, there's a lot of carbon that already came out of it. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on camera, but just all the loosened up carbon. And of course, it's still dirty, but the next step here then is we want to wash this out with a hose, flush it out really good. So the trick with this too is to have some kind of garden hose or something that you could really flush this out with a lot of jet pressures. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take this, stick this in the end, and then just flush the inside of that really well. We want to get all that CLR out of there. And while that's happening, it's also going to be washing out all that loosened up carbon. So we'll give it a shot and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm out here in the grass. Yeah, I dumped the initial CLR out in the sink, of course, but kind of backed away from the camera because I might get wet here and maybe a little dirty, but it is worth it in the end. So we want to get a nice jet going with this and then just feed it into there. You can see how dark that water is coming out of the back, out of the front of it. That's all that carbon buildup. If I could too, I'd actually like to get even more pressure going. There we go. I'm going to come back in And this is usually where it get really dirty or wet, but I'm gonna spray it from the other direction too. And then come back around, hit it again. All right. Oh yeah, looking like brand new again. I'll get a close-up shot of that, but it looks like brand new. The other thing I like to do too is we want to get a nice flush going, like low pressure but a lot of water volume. Stick it in here and just try to get as much of that CLR out of there as possible. This is just to flush the rest of it out of there. Swish it around. If you have some left in there, it's not going to hurt it, but you know, it's nice to get it all out of there. Wash the end off. So I've got my headlight, but see if I get a kind of better shot of this. I got this light. Believe it or not, the sunlight wasn't quite the right angle, but you can see it's like pretty much a brand new suppressor on the inside. All the carbon's gone except for the really, really heavy stuff. And cleaning it like this gets in the baffles, you know, down inside there. You blast it off. I don't know if we can get that in too, if I can line that up well enough with on the camera. But yeah, really great way to clean your suppressor. Really easy too. It just kind of, you know, let it sit and do its thing, and works really good.